we want to have a look at how to do substitution. So the first thing that we need to think about is we just need to be reminded of what our BEDMAS rules are. So sometimes we'll use BEDMAS, sometimes they can use BIDMAS or BEMA. They all refer to the same thing. So what it talks about is B is for brackets. So you do brackets first if you're calculating something. E is for exponents. D is for division. M is for multiplication, and you can do either of those two in any order, division and multiplication. Then we've got addition and subtraction. So this is just reminding us of the order in which that we are going to do calculations. So if we have a think about question 1 now, it's given us in the example, it's told us that W is equal to 4, X is equal to 8, Y is equal to -2, and Z is equal to -1. Then for part A, for question 1, it's given us a formula, and it says capital A is equal to W bracket X take away 4Z bracket take away Y. So what I want to do is I know that W is equal to the number 4. These are the same, that's what the equal sign means. So it means in this equation here, when I've got a W, I can replace that with something that it's equal to, which is the number 4. So I can put the number 4 in place of W, because W is equal to 4. So I can substitute in W for 4 and write a 4 there. Now X, well, what is X? X is also the number 8. So I'm going to replace an X with the number 8. Minus 4, and instead of the Z, I'm going to write down Z is equal to -1. So I'm going to put just an extra set of brackets because I need to remember that I'm multiplying by -1. This means 4 times Z, so I need to do 4 times -1. Then I'm going to subtract the value of Y from that, and Y is equal to -2. So now I need to use those BEDMAS rules and think, right, do I have, first of all, any brackets? Yes, I do. And so I need to deal with the brackets first. So I'm going to use my set of brackets here, and I've got a set of brackets within that, and I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to do -4 times -1. So a negative times a negative gives me a positive, and 4 times 1 is 4. So that's all I'm going to do on my first step, is make that into 8 plus 4. So I've simplified that set of brackets. Next step is I'm going to simplify this set of brackets. So I'm going to do these brackets first, 8 plus 4. So what is 8 plus 4? 8 plus 4 is 12. And when I've got 4 bracket 8 plus 4, that just means 4 times that. Now here I can simplify this, subtracting a -2. Subtracting a negative turns that into a positive. Okay, so I've dealt with my brackets. Do I have any powers? No, there's no powers there. Do I have divisions? Nope. Do I have multiplication? Yes. So I'm going to do this multiplication next. So 4 times 12 is 48. And I haven't done anything with the 2 yet. So I've dealt with that multiplication, and now I can do any addition or subtraction. So I'm going to do my addition. And 48 plus 2 is an answer of 50. So that is the first substitution. Now let's look if we've got a slightly different formula. We've got the same values of this, so this is going to be question number 2. I'm still going to have W equals 4, X equals 8, Y equals -2, and Z equals -1. So those are still the same. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a different formula that I'm going to substitute into. So I've got the formula now, A equals W take away X take away Y over 2 bracket Z minus Y. Okay, so a slightly different formula now that we're substituting into, but still the same process. So I want to calculate A, so that means in place of W, I can replace the number W, or the letter W, with the number 4. Then, in place of the X, I can replace that with the number 8. Subtract, now Y, in place of Y, I can replace the Y with negative 2 over 2 times bracket, and in place of z, I'm going to replace the z with a negative 1. Take away, and in place of the y, I want to replace y with negative 2. Okay, so now what do I do first? So, do I have any brackets? Yes, I do. I've got a set of brackets there, so I need to simplify that set of brackets first. So I'm going to leave 4, take away, and I'm just going to actually do a little bit of simplifying as I go. Subtracting a negative 2, so subtracting a negative, 2 negatives make a positive, so that becomes plus 2 over 2 bracket. Now this here also negative 1, subtracting negative 2, so 2 negatives make a positive, so that becomes plus 2. Okay, now I can actually simplify that bracket. So I just needed to sort out the stuff inside it first. So I'm going to leave this. Now negative 1 plus 2. So think about on your number line, there's 0. If I'm at negative 1 and I'm adding on 2, that's going to take me up to positive 1. So 2 times positive 1. So I've dealt with my brackets now. Now, have I got any exponents, any powers? Nope. Do I have any division? Yes, I do. But there's this thing called invisible brackets that we've got to be careful about, because what we've got is we've got this whole 8 plus 2 is divided by this whole 2 times 1. So we get lazy as mathematicians and don't draw those brackets on there, but we need to be aware that they exist. Okay, so what it means is I actually need to work out this top line and this bottom line first before I do that division, because remember, bed maths, you got to do the brackets first. So let's do that. Now 8 plus 2 is going to simplify to 10 over 2 times 1, which is 2. Okay, now I've got rid of those invisible brackets, and now I can simplify this. What is 10 divided by 2? Well, in 10, we've got 2 times 5 is equal to 10, so that's going to become 4, take away 5. So again, think about your number line, there's 0. If I've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, taking away 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's going to take me down to negative 1. So there is our substitution.